back to 25 Sweet Peas. Today for you, I'm going to be swatching on part 2 of the Zoya Splash collection, which was sent to me for review. And we're also going to cover one of the shades from the first part that I didn't cover yesterday because it was a topper and I thought it would look better on one of these bolder shades. Also, while we're catching up here, I will let you know that there will be comparison videos coming soon. I went and gathered all of the polishes the other night, so it's just a matter of filming and getting them ready to go. So that will be very soon. This last half of the collection is probably my favorite because you guys know I love blues and turquoises, and I feel like there's more in this section. The first half was reds, and there were some really pretty polishes, reds and pink tones, but I feel like this half is more summery, more bright, and I love creams. So here we go. First up, we have a shade called Christie, and Christie is your traditional pink. That's kind of not like a magenta pink, but like your bold pink, not a Barbie pink. I think you get what I mean. It has a really nice formula, as you guys can see here. It takes about 2 coats if you want full coverage that looks very even. Like the first coat is really good. Coverage wise, I feel like it almost is about the same color as the bottle, but because the brush, I feel like it needs a little bit more help in a few places, so you do need a second coat. Also, I said this in yesterday's video, but I really wish they would just switch to the bigger brushes because they're really good. Next up, we have a shade called Jessica, and this is a nice purple in this collection, and it is like a real purple. I don't feel like there's anything too blue about it, too red. It's just like a really good purple in my opinion, and it covers perfectly in 2 coats, as you guys are going to see here. Also, like I was saying with the brushes, I am always going to show you guys the original brushes in the swatch videos because I want to make sure that I am showing you what you will purchase, not what you can get with an add-on, if that makes sense. So the next shade is called Marin, and Marin is a standout in my mind, and it is a cobalt blue, and many people have mentioned how this looks similar to last year's blue, which is called Walker, and I'm going to be comparing those two because I loved Walker, but I do think just swatching it here that this one is a bit darker and a bit more dull in brightness level. Still really pretty and still very bold and bright, but not necessarily as bright as Walker, just from swatching it here, but we will see officially in a few days. Then I thought I would put Eclipse, which is kind of a scattered holographic silvery topper, an iridescent topper, I guess you could say, on top of it, and that's just 1 coat, full coverage, topper wise, and it looks really good. And it like evenly distributes, which is also really nice. So now we're on to the shade called Harbor, and Harbor is lovely. It is kind of an aquamarine teal because it's got the aquamarine feel, but a bit more teal in it, a bit more green. And I really like this one. It covers really well in 2 coats. It does slightly remind me of Celia or Cecilia. I forget which it's called. And I used to have that polish, but it stained, so I kind of got rid of it. But it reminds me a lot of that, but maybe a bit brighter. I don't know if this one stained yet. On this first trial, it didn't, so that's hopeful. Then the last 2 shades are very similar. So this one is called a Fisher, and it is kind of a pale blue color base wise, and then the shimmer in it is very gold and very shimmery, and it's a really pretty combination. Formula wise, it's not the best. So as you guys can see here, 2 coats, I still feel like I can see through it a bit, definitely along the nail line section in the middle of my nail because I feel like the blue kind of pulls to the sides just because of the formula, but I do feel like I can get 2 coverage in it, full coverage in 3 coats, and I do really like it in 3 coats. It's just a matter of if you have time for that. Then the last shade we have is Karina, and this is virtually the same as Fisher. It's just in a very neutral shade. It kind of has a pink tone to it, and again with the gold shimmer, and same formula wise, so in 2 coats it's pretty close. This one is a little bit better coverage, I would say, than Fisher, and it's really close in 2 coats, but I still felt like towards the nail line, like the visible nail line at the tip, it needed more. So I did about 3 coats of this, and I felt like it looked like what it was in the bottle, so at that point I deemed it finished in 3. And that is a full look at this collection. So here is a look at part 2. And I really liked this collection. I feel like there were lots of good shades. For the most part, there are really good formulas. My only like slight complaint is that they don't just switch over the bottle brushes, because I have said this now in so many Zoya videos. I feel like that everybody likes the bigger brushes, and I feel like it would just make more sense. Plus, it's more cost effective for the customer to have the brushes on it, and we don't have to buy the additional add-on fee of the brush. So that is something I would absolutely love to see Zoya do in the future. But overall, it's a good collection. I feel like there are some really fun shades, and I think that is officially it. I will have a blog post up now for the full collection. That way you guys can go see all the pictures in one place. And if you haven't already, go check out part 1, which I posted the day before this video went live. And I will also try to leave it on the screen up here. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye!